figured it was time that I actually did a bit of an update on what's going on with the Veggie and Dahlia patch. Everything, well, most things I should say, have kind of died down now for their winter dormancy. All of the Dahlia tubers have been dug up and they're in storage at the minute. Still got some broccoli and cauliflower, some red cabbage, leeks and beetroot on the go, but pretty much everything else is, as I say, dormant. And whilst the way that the patch was set up for last season was really good, it was actually done quite quickly and a little bit haphazardly. So I have decided to do a completely different set out for the patch for this coming season, and I thought I'd give you a bit of an update on what that involves compared to how it was for last season. Alright, so just to show you, this is how the patch has essentially been set out for last season. As I said, it kind of got done in a bit of a haphazard kind of way, which, don't get me wrong, served us well for the season just gone, but it doesn't really suit the plans going forward. So you can see we used a lot of old tractor tyres. At the time it was easier to source those rather than make dedicated beds as such. But as I say, going forward, the plans are a little bit different. So I'm going to put some pictures up on screen going through how I've come to the new set out. But I just want to show you the old set out and then kind of run through with you what the new plan involves. And this is just a quick look from the other direction, looking up towards where I was just standing. So we're actually only on a suburban block here, but with the new layout, you can actually fit a lot more in here. And as I say, even though last season was quite productive, the next season and coming seasons will hopefully be a lot more so. Okay, so starting in this corner over here, obviously this is the gate where you come in from the rest of the backyard. Along here there's going to be a raised wood-edged garden bed. And then this fence here is 12 metres long. You can see there's already a raised bed there, but there's going to be another raised bed beside it running along here, and then two more raised beds running along here. This plum tree is not healthy, so it's actually getting ripped out. And then in front of those beds, there's going to be another two raised beds running along here. This stone bed here is actually coming out, and then coming along this fence here, this is actually our back fence. I'm just moving back to give you a bit of a wider view, try not to trip over things. So these trees here are actually getting taken out. Most of them have actually been pruned before, so when they've reshot, the branches have actually gone only from the side of the stump, so they're actually not that stable, so they're actually coming out. But there'll actually be two beds along here, two raised beds, and then stuff on trellises growing along the fence. Another raised bed running along here. Here is a big tree stump from a massive gum tree that was here before we moved into the property. Can't really do anything about that, but I can actually sit some pots on the top of the stump because the stump's actually over a metre wide, and then here from basically the edge of the stump through to that corner there'll be another raised bed there. Coming along this fence here, there's actually going to be hopefully some stuff on trellises running along the fence as well, and then in front of that an 80 centimetre wide bed by about, I think it's 4 or 5 metres long from memory, that will just be mounded dirt rather than an actual raised bed. And then coming back this way, so facing back towards the house, house is over here. Coming along here there'll be another raised bed running along the front here, and then across here, that's obviously the tap, can't do anything about that, but across here I want to put 3 of these tractor tyres, so I can use those rather than an actual raised bed, and possibly a little raised, just very skinny raised bed along the back here, maybe with some sunflowers. That's actually, this here is actually the back of one of our water features. It's got a rock wall on the other side of it which has water running over it, and fish, goldfish in the pond at the bottom. And then all of the fruit trees that you can see, they're actually all getting taken out and put into big pots until the next part of the plan comes to fruition, but can't really go into that just yet. That's something for another video. And then if I come this way and turn back around, so I'm basically equal with the gate here. So as I said before, we've got beds, raised beds running along the fence here, and then 2 more long raised beds running this way in front of those, and then in front of those, so basically in a line here with parallel with the fence, but about where this peacherine tree is, there'll be 2 more beds running this way. They'll just be raised dirt beds. I'm planning on putting dahlia seedlings in those, and then if I turn around this way, so looking back up at that side fence over there, coming this way, I've actually got 6 mounded beds, rather than like edged with wood, but mounded beds, which will be my dahlia patch. So I figure they're about, or 4 of them at least, are 10 metres long, so from way up here all the way down to basically the end here, about 80 centimetres wide, as I say, about 10 metres long, and I can actually fit 2 rows of dahlia tubers on each of those beds, so they can actually fit quite a lot of dahlias in them, which is part of the plan to actually grow a whole lot more dahlias this year and hopefully actually sell some of them as a bit of a side income stream, which would be good. So that's the basic kind of run through. You would have seen in the picture kind of the actual plan, but also still want to keep growing our veggies like tomatoes. We go through a lot of tomatoes. Still have rhubarb, still have carrots and beetroots and strawberries. I've got a whole lot of strawberries to go in, and then hopefully the fruit trees, or some of the fruit trees which I'm going to, as I say, put in pots, can actually go kind of in between, like the beds that I've got running along the fence. There's kind of about 80 centimetres or so planned between the beds, so they can temporarily sit there until that next phase of the plan kind of comes through. But that's kind of the general layout plan for the patch. Anyway, I hope you like the video. I hope you like what's planned. Obviously I'll give you some updates as it's under construction and once it's done. But yeah, just wanted to keep you updated on what's been going on. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.